High School Music Theater Department presents Disney's Tarzan, the stage musical. Come experience the adventure and sensation of Tarzan. Live on stage at the Southmoreland High School, March 30th through April 2nd. For online tickets, go to southmorelandmusical.ludus.com or visit www.southmorelandmusical.net for more information.
I'm Chip Rohn with the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and you are watching In the Know. For this episode, we are at Southmoreland High School, and joining me is the production staff for the upcoming musical. We have Sean Conway, who's the director, Chelsea Conway, who's artistic director, and Jamie Gore, who's the producer and orchestra director. Good to have you here, folks.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoyed seeing a little bit of the show. We were here recording the commercial, and now we're going to talk about what's happening here. So, Sean, if you don't mind, tell us what this year's performance is.
Yeah, this year we're doing Tarzan the musical. It's based on the Disney movie of the same name. It's got a lot of the same songs, the Phil Collins favorites from the movie, and he took the time to write a whole bunch of new songs that hopefully everyone's going to love.
Yeah, the parts I heard I loved. It had me dancing in the seat there for a little bit. So
That's
yeah,
good.
That's good. Dates and times for the production?
The show is March 30th and 31st and April 1st, all at 7 o'clock, and April 2nd at 2.
Okay, and how can folks get tickets?
At our website, southmorelandmusical.net.
Okay, and that's the only way to get tickets online?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
We encourage people to do it online. It's much easier that way.
Okay, I agree. And Armstrong encourages you to use the internet, so that's a great way to do it. So, why'd you select Tarzan?
Well, it's a fun musical, first of all. People of all ages love it. There's something to love for everyone. But for me, it was a personal favorite. It was one of the first shows that I directed here in the area, and it was the first show that Chelsea and I did together.
That you met your wife, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's I saw that in one of the newspaper articles about that. That's an interesting part, so that's great. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to do that. Let's talk to Chelsea. Chelsea, you're serving as artistic director, and what areas do you work with for this production?
So really every area, honestly. I mean, because we do have such a personal connection to the show, I am constantly like helping with the acting, and I'll be, as the costumes are getting done, because I also do the costuming, as the costumes are getting done, I'll be focusing a lot more on the characterization of all these characters that we know really well.
Just fine tuning, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What will people be surprised to see in this production?
I think they're going to be surprised that for a Disney show, it has so much heart.
Okay.
I mean, there are so many moments that every production staff member has found to put into this. And then there's also just amazing parts of the script that I don't think you're going to expect to come from a Disney show.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. Challenges with costumes. I saw the costumes. They look great. Any challenges with those?
Well, the costumes have been fun. We actually based them off of the first time we did do the show. We had rented them from a local high school.
Okay.
And so I took on the task of creating all of them this year. So we have 22 gorilla costumes, and then all of the human costumes. We have some rentals, and some were created. The gorilla costumes are very fun. They're very flowy, and they don't just look like hairy gorillas. They're colorful. They're fun to watch. They look amazing with the dancing by our choreographer, Kaylee Hansberry. She's done a great job, and those costumes just really make all of that flow even better.
Yeah, and from what I saw tonight, I would agree with all that. Very colorful. The choreography looks great. So it looks like a fun show.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's talk with Jamie. Jamie, if you don't mind talking about the score for Tarzan. What's unique about that?
Well, the score, obviously, with Phil Collins behind this whole thing, it is a rock ballad. So those of us that are fans of 1980s and 90s music, it's right there. But what's unique about it is, as a drummer, there is tons of really cool percussion. And this is the first time we've actually used patches on all of our keyboards. We have 3 full keyboards, and it's a full rhythm section pit with 6 wind players. There are 15 total. and 15 members of the orchestra, I should say, total. And it's a challenging but really fun book that I think everybody will enjoy.
Now, the orchestra is a mix of students and also some adults. Is that correct?
Yeah, we mostly have students this year. We have 4 adults playing along with us in some different parts just to give us some ground to sink into because it's so rhythmic and challenging. But we have mostly seniors, a couple juniors mixed in with us.
Yeah. I was shocked for only 15. The sound. They make a lot of sound.
They
It
do
sounded
make
really good,
a
too.
lot of sound.
Yeah. So we were recording for the sound bed for the commercial, so it was only a 30-second piece. But
Yeah.
what I heard really sounded good.
Thank you very
good
much.
job with that.
Thanks.
Rehearsal schedule. When do you start rehearsing, like with the orchestra, or even without the whole cast? When does that start?
I mean, we tried to get some reads in before Christmas break just to go through the score, the musical score, and then through the script and the students singing. We started pretty heavily in January. We got a couple rehearsals in a week at the start, and then these guys have picked up, and they're at 3 and 4 nights a week sometimes. The orchestra usually does 2 nights right now, but we'll switch and match their schedule soon.
That's good. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work for everybody.
Yeah, if you could give the mic back to Sean, we'll follow up with some things. So, building a jungle on stage. Talk about that, please.
Well, it's impossible to make it look absolutely genuine, and so there's a little bit of liberties taken, but we want to try to give the people a feel that they've stepped out of Southmoreland and stepped into the jungles of Africa. Right. So while we did a fairly decent job setting up for this interview and the commercial. This is only the start of where we're going to go from here.
A lot of work to do, right?
A lot of work left to do. We're going to change things into giant boulders and add a lot of greenery. We've got a beautiful backdrop coming in. We have a lot of work to do yet because when people come in, I want them to be transported there.
And just so the people watching it, we're about a month before the show, so you have like 30 days or more to actually put the fine tuning to that. So there's a lot more to come. This is just kind of a teaser. Yeah. Size of the cast?
We've got around 25 people in the cast. We've got people from 5th grade, actually 4th grade, all the way up to seniors in high school. Most of our cast is 9th through 12th, but we were able to cast a couple of younger kids to be able to do some of the younger Tarzan parts. And then when we had them all audition, they were all just so good and cute kids. We decided to just put them all in. So
now there's 3 Tarzans, right, in different ages, and there's a connection between 2 of the Tarzans, right?
Yep. 2 of the Tarzan, the young Tarzan on 2 of the nights will be the sister of our fully grown Tarzan.
Yeah, I think that's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's some other siblings too. I think I saw some kicking
we've
happening
got a lot of siblings in this show. 2 of the gorillas, our Kerchak and one of the baby gorillas, as well as our Clayton, are all brothers in the same family. We've had them throughout, and we're happy to add another generation in there.
So one of the songs talks about families. That really is the case.
Yep, absolutely. It's beyond being a cast family. There is some literal families here with us every day.
Now there's 3 of you here, but I know there's a lot more people helping with the show. You want to talk about other production staff, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Chelsea already mentioned we've got choreography by Kaylee Hansberry once again, doing a fantastic job with a completely different style than we've done in the past. We've got Robin Brady as our stage manager. We've got lots of volunteers this year who helped with the set. It's been a community effort.
Yeah, and people bringing food too. We had pizza before we started this, which was wonderful. Dave enjoyed that. That kept him going for the night. That was very good. If you don't mind, share dates and times and ticket information again, just so folks can know how they can get here and see Tarzan.
Yep. The show is March 30th and 31st, and also April 1st at 7 o'clock, and April 2nd at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And they can get tickets at southmorelandmusical.net.
Yeah. Well, thank you all. I'm looking forward to seeing the show. I guess I should say break a leg. And now you're in the know, and we're in the jungle.
Thanks, kid.
That's how you do it.
The Southmoreland High School Music Theater Department presents Disney's Tarzan, the stage musical. Come experience the adventure and sensation of Tarzan. Live on stage at the Southmoreland High School, March 30th through April 2nd. For online tickets, go to southmorelandmusical.ludus.com or visit www.southmorelandmusical.net for more information.